Documents from a case that happened 50 years ago. Let's play along with the old man for a little longer, shall we?
Zach, that means we need to head for the sheriff's department.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Let's Play. This is another double feature. It's going to contain chapters 16 and 17. And it's actually a rather short video. It's only a little bit over an hour long. That's because there's not that many optional conversations.
Hey, York! Hey, York!
Kaysen is really grateful that York has not told people about Diane. He'll repeat this a couple times. But this chapter there is rain, so we'll get some rainy day conversations. But a lot of the clear day conversations are repeats, so this is why this is so short. I would think the person killed is the real victim. They're not living after all. What do you have new for sale? Oh, okay, magnum bullets. I think that's it. So her and Keith will just have and Polly will just have the bullets for sale. So now I'm getting traveling conversations from Emily and George. The office, of course, will be off limits until I decide to end the chapter. But I'm going to go ahead and show you what he says. Since the office is closed, he can't go in there.
Zach, the office is closed. It says 0900 to 1700 here.
The office is closed. We'll have to come back another time.
Okay, we're going to talk to Jim next. Wow, that's messed up. Tell me about it, especially when I'm trying to fish for some trading cards. It really sucks. But at least I don't lose a bait when I get trash. Okay, we're going back to the milk barn because Keith has something new to say.
Yo, dude. Yo, dude.
So yeah, I just wanted to double check. Yeah, he has the magnum bullets for sale. And I'm gonna stock up on some cigarettes. Okay, next up, we're going to visit George. But why not? No, I don't. I think your mom will like me if you just give me a chance to talk to her. Oh well, okay. So now we're gonna head over to Swery 65 and talk to Emily. She's having dinner. Whew. No, I don't. Well, he was kind of mean to me during the investigation. Let's call it payback. Okay, next up we're gonna head over to the Galaxy Terra. I've moved forward time to 2150. George is here, drinking alone. I really like this new George. He wants to be helpful. He calls me his friend. It's so nice not to be enemies, you know? Oh, yeah, I miss Thomas too, because, you know, he would actually serve me drinks. Carol doesn't want to. So as soon as I left the Galaxy Terra, it started raining, so I decided to get started with my rainy day conversations. So here I ran back to the hotel to speak to Polly.
Hi.
I wouldn't say that, Polly. He has a job to do. It's not really whimsical.
Oh, hi.
Just want to
Oh,
double check. I think
hi.
she just has, bullets. Yeah. I like how all the shops update their inventory kind of with the same things. Alrighty, so let me double check on the weather. I think it's just through the morning. Yeah. So I'll continue my clear day conversations in the morning, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started with all my rainy day ones. So Brian's next.
Hello.
I'm trying. Next up is George. He warped back home once it started raining. I decided to talk to him in his garage just for a change of scenery. I know, but let me just talk to her a little bit. Never. I will keep coming over and bothering you until you let me meet your mother. Call me your friend again. Whoa. Looking good, York. You call me a friend. I'm feeling this bond, buddy. Alright, next up we're gonna head over to the Panda Bear shop and speak to Wesley. Really? Can I be the judge of that? Whoa. Fine. What do you have for sale? Okay, you got a Magnum, a shotgun, and I assume the bullets. Yep, and the bullets. That's all that's new. You know, you don't have that much variety in your shop, and it seems like you have tons of stuff in here. Oh well. So Swery 65's next. Some interesting conversations in here this chapter. Yeah, oh, maybe she saw the raincoat killer? I wonder who it is. I mean, it's freaking her out. Hey, Kaysen.
Hey, York.
Oh. He doesn't have anything new to say. But Richard does. Hey, Richard. I don't. Okay, I'm going to talk to Quint next, but I want to fill up his hunger and sleep meters. But I just want to preface the Quint conversation is pretty interesting because he actually says 3 things to York, and the third thing he says doesn't fit the scene they're in. It's like maybe it was a scrapped idea, but for some reason they cut it out of the game, or I haven't come across it yet. But you'll see when I talk to him. I was pretty excited to find it. He's sweeping, doing his job. Got again a nice little background on Becky too. It was sad we never got to really see the real Becky, just the scared one during the game. Okay, so here's the cool little dialogue. Obviously, yes he is, but you don't seem to mind him making you drinks. There we go. I came to hear Carol sing. So it appears that at some point Quint was supposed to be found at the Galaxy of Terror, but I don't see when this is supposed to happen. I assume after Becky's death, but his movements in the game are pretty limited. I have not seen him go to the Galaxy of Terror at all in my game. If you guys have seen him, please let me know when and where, but from my point of view, he's always just gone from his trailer to Sally's to Swery 65 on rainy days. Never Galaxy of Terror, because once it opens, he's going to pick up Sally from her house to bring her to the bar. And by the time it's 9 o'clock, he's already in Swery 65 for the entire night.
Behind the jollies, they should see us. I am city haze from the night, mighty space.
I agree. So I want to speak to Carol, but she's singing at the moment, so I'm going to change my suit because it's going to get stinky. Let's try wearing our sex appeal suit. Maybe Carol will be swayed by it and actually talk to me honestly for once.
innocence, everyone's just pretend.
I just fast forwarded there. She was taking too long to finish singing. Yes, you do. I've seen your freak out. You were freaking out in your apartment. I will. You can't stop me. Okay, I realize I've never actually shown Carol and George going to the back room. They go back there on a rainy night and it's about like 4:25 in the morning. So I just wanted to show this off. So they go back there too. But I really want to see that VIP room. Fingers crossed we'll get to go in there sometime, at some point. So just look at my map. And yep, there they are. And they just stand there. They don't go down the stairs or anything like that. Just like George and Thomas while he's on break. Okay, so I'm skipping forward again. It's now clear day again, and we are in a milk barn. Talking to Usha. Mash Brothers Market, maybe? Oh my god. He has weird priorities. Next up is Polly.
Oh, hi.
Oh, this is at
Hi.
9:30, by the way. I forgot to say the time earlier.
Oh, hi.
Okay, and case it.
Hey, York.
I know, because I didn't tell anybody.
You?
Okay, we're gonna go now back to the milk barn. It's 1300, and Kaizen has another story
Hey,
for us.
Hey, York.
Why not? So with that conversation, that's our last clear day conversation, so I'm gonna fast forward to the next day.
Oh,
It's raining all day,
hi.
and this is at 6:30.
Oh, hi.
Okay, so now we're gonna catch Carol and George. Their traveling conversations. And Brian.
Hello.
And now we're gonna head back to the hotel and get Kaysen and Polly's conversations. And that was not your laugh, Kaysen, so what the hell? Did Anna possess your body, Kaysen? Why are you giggling like her? Okay, hey Polly.
Oh, hi.
Not today.
Oh, hi.
Next up, traveling conversations for Usha, Fiona, and Emily. I hope he is. Yeah, he says the same thing from earlier. Okie dokie. So, next up, we are going to check in with Jim. Okay, next up, hospital. Fiona and Usha both have some new things to say. But nothing new to sell.
Hey there.
Ugh, potato chips. Thought we exhausted this topic, but I guess not. An hour? You eat really slow, Usha.
Hey there.
Okay. Alright, we'll catch him back upstairs at 10 for another conversation.
Hey there. Hey there.
Now back over to the hotel to talk to Kason. He's over in the lobby.
You?
He's going on and on about Diane. Inhuman. I don't know, doesn't this seem like you'd have empathy though if you didn't spread your secret around? Okay.
You?
Paul, yeah, nothing new. So now we're gonna head over to the gas station and speak to Gina. The sheriff's assistant. Okay, well, Thomas is strong. You don't know him. You don't even know who he was. Alright, so now we're gonna head over to Richard's trailer. I was gonna show you another peeping scene. This is Richard and Sally getting ready for the day. It's really simple. They come out of the back bedroom and then each take a turn washing their face at the sink here, which it's kind of surprising because there is a bathroom back there. I'm surprised they don't use it, but I assume it's because we can't see back there through the window. So Sally, and then it's Richard's next. Oh yeah, Richard shaves too. And then Sally comes down, sits on the couch, and does her makeup. And then Richard just sits in the chair right over there and just sits there. And then they'll get out and leave and drive over to Anna's house at 11:28. So I'm going to talk with them there, get their traveling conversation. Next up is Polly having lunch with Kason. It's at 12:15-ish.
Oh, hi.
Looks like they're having steak. Kason doesn't actually say anything new. He just repeats his 8:30 conversation with the Gilliana audio. Next up, we're gonna catch Jim having his lunch. No, we're friends. But he has something new to say at 1300, so we're gonna smoke. Oh, you used to work at the mill. Guess that shouldn't be that surprising. That was the main industry in Greenvale back in the day. You know, for someone who doesn't like me, he sure tells me a lot about himself. I would hope it wouldn't. I mean, you're inside. Okay, so next up we are going over to the Ingram's residence. It's 13:30, and Kason's visiting. I like that shocked look, like, oh my god, York, you don't know everything? He doesn't.
You!
Yes? Not much of a hardship. I've been doing it for a while now. Like Curious George?
You!
Now even Kaysen's trying to set them up.
Hey, bro!
Okay, cool. Sure.
Hey, bro! Hey, bro!
Hi there. Hi there.
Don't worry, I'll check on her again. Alright. Ah! Of course, now y'all sit down. They don't say anything new, but they just sit around and talk, and the boys play with Willie.
Hey there.
You can't tell what they are? Aren't they just some sort of tree? Seed? That's weird.
Anna?
Ooh, Diane? Maybe? No, she knows Diane. I wonder who she's talking about. I mean, she had that freak out in the bar. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. Good for you. Okay. Well, if it makes you feel better, I don't think he did it either. Next up, we're gonna go talk to Emily. She's gonna be, it's 1800, she'll be home cooking. Can't comprise. They didn't really spell check the game now, did they? Yeah, it is. Alright, next up, we're heading back to the Galaxy of Terror.
Oh, hi.
Sure, just hand him over. I'll add him to my inventory. Okay, and with that, that's our last conversation out of the way, so let's head over to the department. I just skipped my sleeping and whatnot, so it's the next day at 9 a.m.
Can there really be documents here that the FBI doesn't even have? What do you think, Zach?
Sure, why not?
York, I told you, that's nothing more than local folklore.
Harry said that he was there.
The Raincoat Killer is a phantom, made up to scare children long ago. I can't believe you fell for that from Harry, of all people.
I agree with George. Harry likes to play with people. Play with their minds, too.
George, Emily. Of course I don't believe him word for word. But you won't mind if I at least try to confirm that he's wrong, will you?
Well then, can you look for the files by yourself? I'm still looking for Thomas.
Very well.
Emily, open the filing room for him.
Alright, this shouldn't be too bad. That filing room is really small, and why are we getting the red screen? Ugh. Really? Of course, it would not be that easy. Now would it?
They're here too, Zach. This might mean we're getting warmer to what we need.
This other world actually isn't too long. It's just like 2 hallways and a couple rooms. But I'm gonna test out the shotgun. And it takes 2 shots. It's kind of slow though on the reload and shooting, but what it can do pretty well is if there's a group of shadows and you shoot one, a lot of times ones nearby will fall over too, like they were shot as well, so I assume it's like a buckshot type of thing going on there.
Too much noise. We're still missing a vital piece of the puzzle.
Okay, so we need to find 3 clues. In here is a save room. Sleep, change your clothes. That's it. So one of our first clues is in this room, but automatically sliding storage, quite modern for a small town archives room. In here there's a medium first aid kit. Take note of that description, because the next cabinet holds a shadow inside and his description's a little bit different. Are you going to find anything meaningful here? I wouldn't be surprised whatever we do find though. So it opens it up and surprise! An enemy! Our clues obviously in this red sparkled one. "1956. The space here looks too conspicuous. Someone removed something." Uh, 1956, I assume, is the event that happened 50 years ago. This is why I think the game actually takes place in 2006. The safe has been opened with a cutting tool and there's nothing left in it. Alright, so let's move on. We got another hallway, and this hallway is a little weird. We got some warping doors. There's going to be an unlimited amount of, infinite amount of shadows that will pop out of the ground. So you don't really need to waste your time killing— oh, there we go. See how that guy, like, flew backwards as well? Oh, but did you guys see the exciting news over the last week? The other day, Jim Sterling, he tweeted at Rising Star Games saying, "Hey, when are you guys gonna bring Deadly Premonition to the Switch?" You know, expecting like that's not happening or not. But Rising Star Games responded with their Twitter, which is like a winking Mr. Bean face. So I'm taking that to mean that we're gonna have Deadly Premonition on the Switch at some point. I'm just hoping that it won't be as glitchy and whatnot as this PC release is. I would love to play it on my Switch. So I would definitely get another copy, playing Deadly Premonition on the go. But I'm also excited though, because putting it on the Switch, since it's such a popular console at the moment, that maybe it'll also bring in more fans to the game who didn't experience it on the Xbox 360, PC, or on the PlayStation 3. So new fans will be awesome. So there's not much to observe in here, just really killing all the enemies. There's a few Agent Honor Red. I kind of wonder what George and Emily are hearing as York is just in the normal filing room. Are they hearing gunshots and stuff, or is it just in his head? Like, Emily knocks her, hey York, how's it going? What the fuck? Why did you shoot up the room?
Yes.
So if you don't remember, the filing room is where we helped Thomas find those scroll keys back in chapter 2. It's a really tiny room. This room, once you clear it of enemies, they will not reappear. So that's good, I guess. And here we can get our second clue. We got 4 Agent Honor Red in the room. And this is another room that has an infinite spawning point of enemies. So if you don't want to get a bunch of bonuses or whatnot, you just go directly to the clue and you'll get out of here. It really sucks that it's like right by where you need to look at the clue. Alright. Got dry drops of water. That looks more like a puddle and less like drops. We will profile later. And he'll observe something else. The shelf is wet. Someone must have searched it in wet clothes. Did that someone take a swim somewhere, I wonder? That's weird. Maybe they were just in the rain. I don't know. It was coming down pretty hard last night. I just wanted to take another look. Yeah, it looks like a big puddle to me. Okay. So we can just leave through this door, and we will warp back to that main hallway. Very strange. Ah! You almost got me. So we're following our last clue behind that door. So like I said, it's a really short otherworld. Felt like it was just there kind of to pad out the game. Not really necessary in my opinion. We could have just gone to the filing room. But this is another room where the enemies will infinitely spawn. So good place to rack up some bonuses if you want. And we're in the otherworld version of the office room. These guys, once you kill them, they don't come back. So give us good time to search through this room and see if there's any cool observations. And you'd think going through that door will lead you to George's office, but it will just take you right back to the main hallway. So, feels all creepy to me. Let's get back on terra firma as soon as possible, Zach. So I'm looking here a lot because I was trying to see a glitch I saw earlier when I was playing through this part of the game, and it didn't appear. I was able to see that first hallway we went through when we entered the level. Good thing I was recording at the time, but You notice the lights? You see the lights on the ceiling? If I see the doorway, that little black spot. I just thought it was kind of funny that I could see the very first room we entered. So something in the game glitched out and I could see the levels. Yeah, so I walked in, I'm like, why is it so red in that middle portion of the windows? And then I realized I was seeing the hallway. Yeah, that's it. So we have a couple items we can observe in here. We got Emily's desk. This desk is Emily's. She should learn a lesson from Thomas. Of what? Cleanliness? I don't know what you're referring to. Because all the desks kind of look jacked up. Records of Nick's testimony. He's denying he did it. Who knows the truth, I wonder? Well, I'm sure we'll figure it out. I like how the computers are not plugged into anything. It's Thomas' desk. Where did he go, Zach? I don't know. That is the question of the moment. I like his little, embroidered little cloth mats there. Ah, this interesting. I think we're getting somewhere, Zach. It's a red seed. A single red seed, just on the corner of a magazine. And we've moved back to the filing room for some reason. Okay. Couldn't do our profiling sequence back in the office. Okay, so it looks like the killer ransacked the filing room.
Zach, looks like we need to continue our search for the documents.
I wonder if this is why Harry told York to bring them to him. Like maybe he knew that that was something the killer would want.
George, I'll get right to the point. It looks like someone else has just removed the documents I'm looking for.
Huh? Removed?
The cabinet looks like it had been forced open.
That's impossible. No one could break into there.
No. Emily, there is one person that can access that room at any time.
You don't mean Thomas?
It's too early to speculate. And profiling is my job, remember? More importantly, Emily, could you get me a coffee? A fresh one if possible.
Coffee? At a time like this? Why now?
Emily, please. This is very important. Some coffee. And bring some milk on the side.
Zach, you know something, don't you? I'm getting us some coffee. So tell me what you know.
So is that who's coming through with the coffee? It's Zach relaying message to York. I just assumed he talked to him in his head. I like that mug. Rising Star Games actually sold Velvet Falls mug a couple years ago on their online store.
Ah, Zach, this is amazing. Even the taste of her coffee is thrilling, to say the least.
What?
No, nothing. This isn't the cup that Thomas always uses for me, is it?
I'm sorry about that too, then. I just used a cup that was nearby. You have a problem with that?
Problem? Not at all, my dear Emily. The coffee is perfect. Well, okay, taste aside, this cup certainly is perfect. George, Emily, we're going to Velvet Falls. There's something waiting for us there. I can feel it.
York, are you joking? You're trusting your cup?
No, Emily. Going to a waterfall just might be a good idea. In feng shui, a waterfall is known to be a source of power. Even if we find nothing there, I'm sure it will give us some power.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, George. And don't forget to bring a fishing rod.
All right, I'll go get it.
Fishing? Are you too serious?
George, do you have a net?
All right, looks like we're gonna go fishing. This is one of the points where you cannot get out of fishing. You have to fish during the main story. But luckily, it's one of the easier fishing spots because they don't hide any of the boxes from you. So you can see the full roulette wheel. So this chapter is extremely short. It's just the fishing. So this is why I combined it with the last chapter. It's only like 4 minutes long.
Zach, I hope we can catch a big one.
You can only use your normal rod and normal bait. And we want to catch that blue file box right there, but I want to show you the cutscenes for when he picks up any of the other items minus the Emily fail. So if you land on an item, present, ammo, or weapons box, he'll say this.
Zach, this doesn't look like the documents we need. Try again.
Next up, this is when he catches a fish.
A fish.
But this isn't the time to be fishing for fish, Zach.
And this is if he picks up a piece of trash.
I can't believe anyone would throw trash into such a beautiful waterfall. Unbelievable, hey Zach?
Yeah, that's what Jim was complaining about earlier. And you can actually fail this mission. I'm not quite sure if it's either the amount of times you catch the wrong item or it's just a time thing, but when I was recording to try to get the other items, it was usually after about like 7.5, 8 minutes, I'd get an automatic game over. So I just thought that was interesting. I didn't realize there was an actual time limit, but maybe it's because, you can't exit out of the scene. Like you just have to fish or manually turn the game off to get out of there. You can't exit the game.
Good fishing, Zach. We've caught something to brag about now. In all the history of the FBI, I'm probably the only one who fished out documents thrown into a waterfall. Don't you think so, Zach?
I just don't believe it. Files from a waterfall.
For eternal life and eternal power, make 4 human sacrifices on rainy nights, each after eating the seeds. Make sure the sacrificed eat the seeds too before they die. The sacrifice must also not speak while they are being killed.
What does that all mean?
Oh, that's why their tongues were removed.
It's called The Legend of the New Raincoat Killer.
But Diane was talking a lot before she died.
George, have you ever seen this handwriting?
Yes. It's Thomas's.
No.
George, I need to take these documents to Harry. He said he'd tell me everything once I take the docs to him.
But those are classified. I can't allow a civilian to view them. Especially that deranged old goat who owns most of the town.
I agree with George. Harry is... how can I put it? He might be dangerous.
You don't need to worry. You said it yourselves, didn't you? There has never been a mass murder case in this town. That means these documents pertain to a case that never actually happened. Just look at it as though they never actually existed either.
Ridiculous.
York, I'm sure you've got a plan or something in mind. Okay, you have my approval.
George, are you
Oh
sure?
my god, wonders never cease.
Emily, we need to continue looking for Thomas. Our search may just have become a hunt.
Yes, get on it. I'll go see Harry alone.
Okay.
I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it for myself. But Thomas?
There's got to be a rational explanation for this.
Zach, George has started to change. I think the deaths of Becky and Diane had a deep effect on him.
I guess this town truly is without a king now.
And that should do it for this video. The next chapter actually will be the last chapter. I can do optional conversations until chapter 26. So I'm not quite sure how long that video will be, but hopefully it'll be a long one. I'll talk to you guys again all real soon. Bye!